It says it's part two to what you know as the 5 points of God. People want the answers. They want the answers. They want the praise. They want the glory. They want the shine. They want the love. They want everything that can make a person successful and feel great and have a happy life. And sometimes they don't have the best mind or best mindset to do it, but they do want it and they do need it and they do need people to point that way, to show them the way, to show what God wants, to show what you can do, to show what you can't do. They want people to be there. They want people to be above and be beyond, and they want people to help and they want people to love. And well, if you're not really that type like me, I don't really like to do the whole go outside, be a part of the community. Next thing you know, you got someone around the way talking some noise. It might not be about things this per se. It might be something other than, or it might be something that's involving a mental thing. You might be just some noise like, oh, I ain't, he ain't shit, or we ain't shit, and we ain't gonna do shit. We gonna fuck shit up, and fuck that, and fuck them, and all that. I don't like really being around that. I don't like being around people that don't have common sense and logic, but they want to sit here and make the scene all about them, want to ruin everything, want to try to be all that, try to be all this. I ain't about all that. So, anyways, I'm gonna get down to the 5 points of God, and I get down to helping people through my experience, through my knowledge of prayer through to God, because prayer to God, because I basically just meditate, basically try to figure out how I can better myself, better life, better everything. And then, well, if you don't want to be a part of that, or if you don't want to be something a part of a godly nature with really just a chill mentality, a hangout, almost relaxed mentality of how to live life. It's almost like a easy, laid back Christianity, or almost like a hard working ethic to a point of bliss, a point of understanding everything, knowing everything, and then taking it casually into like this whole. Well, I got to go to the community sometime. I got to do it seen sometime. I'm gonna be that person. I'll always be friendly. I always try to help you. I always try to do this, but I'm not trying to be the one out there like that. I'm not trying to be the one always on it. I'm not trying to be like that. I'm trying to be like this, and I'm trying to help you, trying to help them. And if you don't want to take it, you don't like it, you don't want to do it, that's fine with me. Don't really give a fuck. Straight the fuck up. All right, so here we go. First point. So he gave them his attention, expecting to receive something from them. First point. First point. Expecting to receive. And you always give people pointers, you give people lessons, you give people life, you give people something, you give people as much as attention as you can. You try to be that, you try to be there, you try to be for them, for it all. You expect something in return. I do, kind of. I really want people to understand why I do the things I do, why I am how I am, and why I don't really want to be anything other than myself, or in a format of godly nature. I don't want to be anything other than that. And if I am, then it's my choice, and I want it to be 100% in my control and my path. So he gave them attention, and expected something. I expect something. You give them that attention. You give them that love, that courtesy, that knowledge of what you are and what you want to be. You add it to society, and then you want something out of it. Like I want something out of it. And then if you don't get it, you need to be there. You need to be there for that. Well, you not be there, but you need to be willing to accept that they don't have anything for you. They're not there for you. They don't like you. They don't want you. They hate you. They hate them. They hate everybody. They're out around the corner again. They're talking shit. They're trying to be somebody else. They're trying to be themselves. They're trying to do whatever the fuck they're trying to do. And so, anyways, the point is, if you're expecting something from them and you don't get it, especially with society and jobs. I mean, I know how it is. You get into some trouble, you get something like that, and then you can't get a job. You can't really get anything, but they're always having attention for you. They're always there, willing to give you an application. They're there, willing to help. Just don't let it get to yourself. Don't let it get to people around you. Don't get into a bad zone, even though technically that's how I mean, that's how I work. I'll sit here and I'll try to work as hard as I can, try to give much attention as I can. But if I can't get anything back, if I'm sitting there trying to give it to you all, and then you don't never give me nothing but a attitude or some fucking underline or some little sly remark, like you're just the Illuminati, the big man, the big light, the blah blah blah, when you ain't really fucking doing shit for me, or you just always in my house, always trying to fucking talk to me, always trying to fucking be there, but you're not ever there. then yeah, no, just you got to understand to get past it, and start charging them up for it. At this point, now it's a two. Now technically a two means it's a shortcut or a trick. It's a trick to balance out. You can balance out anything really. You can shortcut. You give me some attention. You give me something, a knowledge, wisdom, a job, help, whatever. I'll do the same thing for you. I'll give you a shortcut. I'll give you my knowledge, my help, my wisdom, my services to get the money or whatever. Same thing. On the other end, if you're tricking, you ain't got nothing to offer me, but I'm offering you. Okay, well then now it's a little bit sarcastic. Now it's a little bit out of there. Now it's a little bit, I don't really care because you don't really care, and I'm not getting anything out of it. Anything, I'm trying to make it a joke, trying to make it funny, trying to make it something where I can just laugh at you because you just want something from me, or you're always there for me when really, I don't really care what the fuck you're gonna conclude it to. So there it is. There's the first point of God, or not point of God, but it's the first point of the 5 points of God, and let's keep it moving. Therefore, put to death your members which are on the earth: fornication, uncleanness, passion, evil, desire, and covetousness, which is adultery. Whew. There's a lot of things going on in this world. A lot of people are really on that level. They really are on a family-based level, a household, head of the household level. Even if you take it out into the streets, even if you take it out to the businesses, you take it out to the light and bright G's, the Masons, the Freemasons, all that. You take it out to the Illuminati, you take it out to the Christianity base, take it out to anything, any religion, name any religion. At the top of that, there are people that they know and they know of that really do this. They'll sit there and you'll get your attention and they'll get something, but they don't ever give anything. They don't ever trade it off. If anything, they're using you like some kind of debit card or some kind of credit card. I mean, if you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. Well, I just need this, and if I can pay you back, I will. If not, it's bad credit. So the point is, this is almost a metaphor. It doesn't literally mean put them to death. It doesn't mean shut it down. It doesn't mean try to sit here and end it and end it all and be all of it because they don't want to be a part of it. They don't want to be on the other end of it. This is a metaphor to put them to death. Put to death your members which are on the earth: fornication, uncleanness, passion, evil, desire, and adultery. So basically, just cut ties with them. I can't help you anymore. You're sitting there trying to stalk me. You're sitting there trying to do whatever. You're sitting here trying to be what you're trying to be. You're trying to be some other kind of, trying to be some kind of leash, some kind of move, some kind of, I don't know. I sit here and try to make points for you, try to get things going for you, but you just turn around and you just use me. You sit here and talk about this, talk about that, and then, well, now that little cosign that we had, that little conversation is now your little adultery, your little uncleanliness, and hey, look, I'm at the top with the best, so let's go fuck, let's go fucking do some drugs, let's go go do something, because I'm the fly guy now, I'm the one at the top. So cut all those people off, let them know that, hey man, I know what you're doing, I don't need none of that shit around here, I don't need you around here, you're trying to take my fly, trying to take my shine, and to be honest, I don't really fucking like you, because, well, you don't really add anything to it when it comes down to giving a conversation, giving a point, giving a say, and when you do need service and when you do need help, when you do need things, you're not there on that end. You're not ever there. You're not even close to there. You're not even over here trying to do what you're trying to do, and you're not. Yeah, it might sound rude, and yeah, it might sound like they don't know what they're doing and know what they're talking about, but it's also a very good point. You can't really sit there and get all attention and then not get any back, and then or give all the attention, not get any back, and then turn around and try to make it like some full relationship. God wouldn't do that. He wouldn't be like, well, give me all your praise, give me all your glory, give me all your honor, and then I'm going to go fly over here to this other existence and turn around and be the invisible man on some other level and not even there or a part of it at all. Now, I don't have a hand on things. I don't have households. I don't have religions. I don't have anything. It's just a desolate world, and you'll just be there until you die, and etc. etc. All right. So there it is. Is a don't don't always expect it, but then don't always be the one that gives it out with no other ends coming your way. At least an understanding, at least a relationship, something. All right. Here's another 5 point for the third point. Which in the other ages is not made known to the Son of Man, as it has now been revealed by the Spirit to his holy apostles and prophets. Which in other ages was not made known to the sons of men, and has now been okay. So now it's something other than what you expected. It's we got the relationship, you got the understanding, you know it all. God's here, God knows it. God would sit here and talk to the sky through the sky to me. He'd sit here and he'd chalk it up through lightning. So I mean, I don't have to even sit here and worry about God being a mystery, God not being present. Because I mean, even since I was a little kid, I would pray to Him. I would try to be, at least doing right. I wouldn't always want to go to church, always make the right choices, but at the end of the day, I want to work for God. I want to try to be a better man for God. I want to try to be on the higher level of understanding with God. And when I do make bad choices, I want immediate repentance and all this. But I don't want to act like I got to be perfect. I want to be able to sin a little bit. I want to smoke or drink or whatever. I want to sit here and go hang out with the crew, go hang out with some chick and have sex or whatever. I mean, it's not that's allowed. It's not like that's not a sin, because it is. It's sexuality, and although God doesn't tolerate that in a relationship, He wants a pure relationship. He understands that you're a man, you're a woman, you're trying to get out there, trying to do it, you're trying to be that. Then you should really take it as in heed of you're just straying off from the path. You need to get onto the right path, and then people want to sit here and be like, well, that's unrighteous, that's unholy, that's whatever you say it is, and that's not what you say it is. There's one person that doesn't know my book. There's one person that don't know my way. There's one person that doesn't know about the Son of God, and even the sons of men know about it. They know about the Holy Spirit, about the people that have the wisdom and are wise enough to marry a woman and find love and have consensual relationships and stuff like that. So don't act like it's not a process. Don't act like it's not something that you don't just you don't do. I mean, of course, if you're staying out there, you're like, I don't know, in your late age, middle age maybe, and you're still just out there hitting the clubs. You're out there, you shouldn't be out there. You have maybe a couple girls on the line, maybe a couple of solid relationships as just friends that you can make more, and you're just kind of out there. Just don't act like you don't know that it's what it is, and you should be. Even though you do what you do, you should always consider trying to stray towards the path of a godly nature, and just know the sins add up, and you gotta answer for them one day. All right, so there's the third point. Let's see. I know that's the fourth point, so this is the fifth point of God right here in this book. That's all I got to do is open it up and then say something, and now we're making points with it, and now it's like a whole thing, and now it's like cool, and now it's like yeah, and now it's like and people want to be like, well, you're not hood enough, you're not up there, you're not with them. You know what? I'm mixed, and I don't give a damn what you say or what you are or who you are. I respect you for who you are. Don't come to me telling me I got to be something, telling me I got to use something, telling me I got to say something or do something, because I really just think I can do whatever the fuck I want, and you're going to have to just live with it. And if you don't like it and you doing something and trying to make me on some other level, or if for instance, say that I'm a part of hip hop and I'm not doing what I want enough. I'm not being out there enough. I'm not hitting the streets. I'm not hitting it with the thugs. I'm not doing this. I'm not being that. I'm not all over the scene. I'm not underlining. I'm not highlighting like everybody wants me to. Then, well, you're just going to have to live with it. I don't give a fuck. There we go. All right, 5 points of God right here. And the tribe of Judah, 12,000 were sealed. And the tribe of Reuben, where's half? 12,000 were sealed. Of the tribe of Gad, 12,000 were sealed. I think the point is here. Tribes are sealed. People understand. People know. People want. People need. People dream. People hope. People. It's always about what you want to be and what you are and what you're gonna be. But it's sealed. And so if it's a faith, if it's a religion, if it's a group, if it's a person, if it's a being, if it's an essence, just respect that and know that doesn't redefine who you are, doesn't redefine who God's relationship is with you, doesn't redefine who you want to be, doesn't redefine, your understanding, your logic on the thing, on the whole thing, but it does have a place in the world. It does have a understanding. It does have a respect in the nature. If a person's a part of a tribe, if a person's a part of his old thing with his people and his God and this on and that on, and this forth and that forth, then just be a part of it. Be a part of it. Why not being a part of it? I guess the thing is, all these people want to be on the other end of a conflict, or on the other end of a society, or other end of a topic or something like that, and they really just don't understand what the seal is. They don't understand what the tribes are. They don't understand what people have done. Not really telling anybody. They're not really knowing what it would be as a society whole, because people are already in tribes. People have been in tribes since back when Judah was around. People are still in tribes now that are still trying to be who they're trying to be. So it's just the fifth point of God of this message is just respect, have respect, and ultimately your path with God and your path with yourself and what the choices and stuff that you make is really going to define you, above and beyond the galaxy, because after life is the afterlife, and we don't ever have to sit here and think about something other than what it's going to be, as far as one true God and one true love. So just try to take that in consideration and try to understand that it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But at the same time, can't say you can't mix it up. Can't say you can't be there on the other end. Can't say that you can't give a fuck, and then you can give all the way of a fuck, Or you can't say that, I'm not gonna stop. You can't say I'll never stop, I'll never quit. I can't. Because you can, and you will. And see how you mix it up? See how it is? See how it might be? See how it would be? Alright, so there's the first and the second lesson of 5 points of God. And I'm going to go ahead and keep going because, I want to. And because if I didn't, then, magically, in some weird reality, it would just be people in my head trying to talk about how the fuck I ain't keeping it thug and keeping it mixed and keeping it and keeping it 5 points and keeping it deadlock and keeping it all that. So I'm just gonna keep doing it, and we'll see how many I can get through. Why not 5? We started off with 5 points, 5 episodes of 5 points of God. There it is.